Hi everyone. Welcome to This is Cinema. Today we gonna see about the various confusions that arise about MCU's sacred timeline. Let's dive into the video. In Loki Season 1 finale we can see the sacred timeline consists of multiple timelines within it which all together comprised as a single sacred timeline. Initially we thought them as each timeline strand represents the flow of time of each universe. In episode 1 Miss Minutes explained them as the same.
Countless unique timelines battled each other for supremacy, nearly resulting in the total destruction of, well, everything. But then the all-knowing timekeepers emerged, bringing peace by reorganizing the multiverse into a single timeline, the sacred timeline.
He Who Remains explains sacred timeline as an isolated timeline of the previous multiversal war.
I weaponized Goliath. And I ended the multiversal war.
Once I isolated our timeline,
all I have to do is manage the flow of time and prevent any further branches.
He doesn't clearly explain whether it consists of single universe or multiple universes. Based on the understanding from the series we get to know that sacred timeline contains of independent timelines of multiple realities. But in episode 2 of season 2, after when General Dox pruned multiple branches at a single time, the monitor in TVA shows those pruned branches named as branch 616. Some ID figures. But the main confusion here is every branch is being named after 616. Does this mean sacred timeline contains only 616 universe? Does one universe has multiple timelines? It's not very clear. Marvel is using two terms timeline and universes in a confusing way. Miss Minutes said multiple timelines fought for supremacy and
countless unique timelines battled each other for supremacy.
And He Who Remains said universes are stacked on top of others.
Universes stacked on top of his own.
If sacred timeline contains only one universe, how multiple different looking variants of Loki could exist in a sacred timeline? The probable explanation is those different looking variants of Loki are from different timelines of same 616 universe. I know it's confusing, because when the Loki variants are discussing about their Nexus events, everyone's story has been the same till the Nexus event. For example, the story of classic old Loki. In his timeline Ragnarok occurred and Thanos invaded Asgardian's ship for Tesseract. The same sequence happened for our Loki too. Same for Kid Loki until he killed Thor. Same for Alligator Loki until it ate the wrong neighbor's cat. So basically sacred timeline has multiple timelines within it which has the same storytelling. In Multiverse of Madness in Earth 838 we could see Illuminati team, which we never saw in any of our main timeline. So other universes have different set of superheroes and their stories. But the timelines present within the sacred timeline have a single narrative in various different forms. This is the explanation given by Michael Waldron, the writer of both Loki series and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Different universes have different set of rules and superheroes. He also explained that traveling between different universes are nearly impossible. Only America Chavez has that power in the entire multiverse. In the MCU timeline book, the events of What If series is represented as branches from the sacred timeline. Watcher also said, single choice can branch out into a different universe.
It's a prism of endless possibility, where a single choice can branch out into infinite realities.
So what if events are basically the branches of 616 that is the sacred timeline? In the finale of What If, Watcher placed Black Widow in a different timeline, where their Black Widow is dead. But that doesn't cause any incursion. We know in Multiverse of Madness they told us about incursion.
Greater the risk of an incursion.
Incursion?
An incursion occurs when the boundary between two universes erodes, destroying one or both entirely.
Presence of a person from a different universe could cause incursion. So what if events are the branches and the sacred timeline contains only one main universe within it? I hope it cleared your confusions about the sacred timeline. Let's meet again in our next video. Until signing off.
This is cinema.